How can you help your blind or partially sighted toddler learn to read? They will learn to read and write, but they may do that slightly later than their fully sighted friends, because there is quite a lot more to learn, especially for a blind child. But if you read to them every day, if you can, they will be used to listening to stories, they'll be used to feeling a book and knowing that that's what the book is for. Starting with babies, you can choose books which are motivating to, again, feel. These are easily found in bookshops, and they are very attractive and stimulating and motivating for children who've got it, just even if they've only got a little bit of vision. And it gives you as the carer lots of opportunities to make noises and do all sorts of things and to attract their attention and to be physically turning pages, etc. Even small babies, you can help them to be aware that that's what happens. This is one that you can prop up for a baby to look at. They will begin to, as a toddler, be learning that you turn pages that way, which way up the book is, etc. For a child who is blind, they can feel different surfaces. These are very familiar books where they can find on the page different textures, and they will need to use their fingers to trail and find. If you contact your local library, if you're able to go to your library, and you may have to ask them, but all libraries should have a stock of large print books for children who are partially sighted and brailled books for children who will need to be using Braille. It will be a while before your toddler is ready to read Braille, but they can get used to finding Braille on the page while you read. It will have the written content as well. While you're reading, your toddler can find the Braille on the page. But you'll be able to help your toddler by developing listening skills. Talk to them about different sounds around the house, see if they know what they are: washing machines, spin dryers, all sorts of things. And when you're outside, it's a useful skill to get them to listen to cars, identify planes, and it'll help them to understand and not be frightened by noises which they can't see. There are CDs, games that you can play which have sounds, everyday sounds, which are fun for all the family to do. If your child is blind and is going to be a Braille user, they'll need to have strong and flexible fingers. So a lot of the things that you can do are everyday toys and activities, especially art and craft activities, which will help them use their fingers sensitively, so they can touch lots of different wrapping papers and bubble wraps and lots of different textures to sort out and match and feel. They'll need to have strong fingers, so popping bubble wrap, squeezing Play-Doh, pull apart popper beads will all make their fingers stronger. They need to have independent fingers, so using a keyboard is useful if you have one that they can just press with different fingers. And they'll be all things which will stand them in good stead when they do start to read Braille. Toddlers' language will develop at their own rate, and you would expect a child to be speaking some words, especially by the age of 2 or 3. If you are worried about your toddler developing language, do contact a speech and language therapist or talk to your health visitor, and they will advise you. With regard to your child learning to read, some children will be able to read large print. Some children will need to use Braille. That's something that you will need to take advice from your local qualified teacher of the vision impaired people. If you would like more advice on helping your child to read, especially if your child is blind and they need to use Braille, there are links on the RSPC website to help you.